All right. We're back. And we're also on YouTube now. Hello, YouTube crew. We were doing a little bit of editing over on the Twitch stream through the last hour for the next video of the San Etienne series. But we're switching over to FM26 again, so we are doing the Palmeiras save. For those who weren't here last time, we did get to the quarterfinals of the Campeonato Paulista, had a red card, and then just got our asses kicked by Guarani 4-0. And then we had LADU de Quito in Ecuador, who we lost 2-1 to on a comeback win from their side. But we did beat Pt.3 4-2, so we're at least, we're on the board in the Libertadores side of the spectrum, but it's not the easiest of groups. Talleres is next. We're on the road against them. Thankfully, we got a bunch of home games back for the Libertadores after all this, but we're getting up to actually start the Campeonato Brasileiro here very, very shortly. So, in the meantime, hope everybody's doing well. Carlos Miguel's injured, tight hamstring for 1 to 3 days. That's fine. He'll be ready to go for the initial friendly and then the next couple of games here. So we're good. Okay, so let's keep it moving. Still checking on the chats to make sure we've got everything running. Hopefully multi-chat doesn't fail me and I can actually see everybody coming across. But views-wise, are we good? Sound-wise, are we doing fine over on both lands? It's because OBS has the habit of, suddenly deciding to disconnect my microphone entirely, me having to, change it to a different source and then change it back to the original to get the sound back, which is just... Screw them for that in particular. Alright, so... friendly here. We're mostly going to be going starters on that, for sure, just because... we want to make sure they're ready to go for the Brasileiro. Or... wait. Sorry. Let me redo that. I thought it was a friendly, not the Talleres game. Sorry, I lost my mind here. No, I didn't want to super sim that. No. Sorry. That explains why they kept the starting lineup the way that it was. Alright, cool. We didn't lose out on much anyway, just 2-3 days difference. We're good. Anyway, sorry about that, everybody. It's good that we won the Super Sim, but, I don't want it to go that route by any stretch here. Alright, so Talleres is on the road. We'll save before the game then, just to be sure. which I should have done in the first place, but alas, even with a friendly, but even if it wasn't a friendly, or if it was. All right. Okay. There we go. So Carlos Miguel gets injured again. Same tight hamstring situation, but only a short 1 day thing. I am okay with no major injuries going into a Libertadores game. All right, let's save. All right, we got our best possible lineup here. Right, we're on the road for this one against Club Atlético Talleres de Córdoba. Cordoba, rather. The bar would insinuate, I believe, that there's an accent on the backside, which we don't. We're not dealing with those. Alright, kickoff time. We are playing in the yellow and blues, so we are playing in the Brasil colors for this one with the third kits. I guess, yeah, green and blue, the dichotomy would have been too crazy, so we just decided to style and profile on them. Ah, fuck. Getting caught in a bad fucking counter again. Jesus. The lack of reaction from our backline's been a little bit annoying. But maybe we respond back immediately with this. I hope. Like, that'd be nice. Pt.3, what the hell was that pass? Okay, Kelvin. Cool. Hey, Grizzly, how are ya? Tokyo Memorial Frenzy now. Fair enough. Yeah, give it time. If it's causing you issues, then yeah, like it is. Find something different to play, have fun with it, and enjoy it. Let's see Victor Hockey. Okay, guys, stop taking shots from distance. It's clear that we are not very good at it. You can dribble, that's fine, but stop taking shots from distance. Oh my god, are you... Oh, goodness. It's early. It's still early. We're only 10 minutes in, but we already surrendered a goal, which was frustrating enough as it is. Kelvin. Okay. Piqueires. Mauricio. Ah. Boys, please. For the love of God. Like... Piqueires. Antigas Bejeda. Alright, Piqueires. Oh, okay, Mauricio couldn't get to it, but he does recover it. Good pass. Oh, man. The chances are there. We just haven't capitalized as of yet. Vitor Hockey, good recovery. Kelvin. That explains that. Oh, come on. Gomez, Evangelista, Pereira, Mauricio, Vitor Hockey. They're pushing players forward. Let's try to go more direct then. Okay. It's one of those games, Grizzly, like just the amount of replayability with it and just the things that, like the amount of options, yeah, it's understandable. Okay, we can do better though. Like, come on, guys. I know we can do better. Right off the bat though, Paulinho's not having a good game. Mauricio's not having a good game. So, like, I need to start making changes here. Sosa and Felipe Anderson are on. Antigas Bejeda's anxious. We need somebody a little more composed. So, Rafael Veiga, you're on. See if we can make these, if these changes can make shake things up a little bit. Standardize the passing again. Okay, Weverton, you're a little too far forward for my liking, but at least you didn't do anything too stupid with the ball. Honestly, I hope GI comes back from injury soon. Kelvin is just not, like, as good of an option. Oh, fuck. As I say that, he almost serves Flacco a fantastic goal there. Okay, Kelvin. Piqueires. Fuck. No crosses. Okay. Evangelista, Vitor Hockey. Flacco, a little more effort here, please. Seriously, you could have run and gotten that. Holy fuck, dude. Come on. Cannot fucking believe we might be getting FM'd again. At the rate that this is going... Evangelista, what are you doing? Dude. Okay, maybe a better approach here. There we go. Fuck off, referee! God fucking damn it! You fucking piece of shit! Fuck you!
Where is that referee? He was trying to fuck on me!
That's such bullshit. Holy fuck. Anyways, oh, it counted? Okay, I guess they reversed it or something. I'm an idiot. Sorry about that, everybody. Alright, ref. Go ahead, give us the penalty kick on that. They awarded it. Okay, so Vega, you're on to take it. You drew it yourself. Go ahead and take that one, big man. All right, Rafael Vega to the line here. He can make it 2-1. And he does so. Here's the cinema. Whoever does the camera mods, we need to get this angle into the game, like, to select for penalty kick highlights whenever we're doing those, like, immediately. Alright, let me, bring these fellas down. Piqueras does need to get further forward. That is kind of a thing he does. Okay, Piqueras, Sosa, Murilo, Rafael Vega, Piqueras. Not the best pass there. Why are we falling asleep and just letting these guys walk in? Like, you all need to clatter these guys. For the love of God, at minimum, clatter them in these situations. Do not make life easy for them. Please. Ah, crap. Whew. Oh no. The highlight's not over yet. Fuck off! Fucking hate this so fucking much. Jesus fucking Christ. Are you fucking kidding me? A point is a point, but fuck. This is such fucking bullshit. Oh, we get Corinthians immediately in the Copa do Brasil. That's fucking wonderful. A pain in the ass matchup already. The kind of like in the earlier goings of the season. That's fuck. Right? Just gonna set the course, settle things down a little bit. All right, so ideally, so it's a friendly against Sampaio Correa. And then just pick unpicked positions. There we go. Sharpen up a couple of guys here. I can probably schedule another friendly for the 28th now that I'm thinking about it. How does the fixture practices look like? Yeah, it's just regular team practices stuff. Yeah, we don't have a game against until the 9th, so it has happened in the past, yes. Sanchista. Yeah, for the 4th. April 4th, yep. We'll go to Shop Wednesday for that one. Tire set. Oh, wow. You may have a good lord. True. But those will cost money, you know. So there are those things to consider, my friend. Oh, well, YOLO, I guess. The silver paycheck, please hit. Yeah, you gotta be hoping for that to, like, hit as quickly as humanly possible for you. There we go. Set up the match schedule. Perfect. Two matches. Does the 27th? Right, yeah, with the holiday, considering the circumstances. Yeah, I hear you. Like, you'd think they'd want to make sure those do get to people on time, especially if there's the odd person that does, like, paper checks still to this day kind of thing. you know? Two matches. One match on Saturday. Just getting the training schedules ready to go here for at least the next couple of weeks. There we go. All right. While we're doing friendlies, again, ads look like they're going to be starting in a couple minutes, so I'll run them now so we get a little bit of buffer time for our eventual next main game, which is going to be, I think, the Libertadores return game against Talleres. So we'll do that. Ads will be running for about 3 minutes. Of course, if you don't want to see those, there's always Twitch Prime that you can use on any streamer, myself included, if you don't want to see those. Or you can, subscribe for a month too, that which would be appreciated. Anyways, shoving aside, we're going to go through that. Over on YouTube, I have no idea how those ads run or not, so just here's hoping you're all not having to suffer through those. On their end of the spectrum, I mean. Dum, bum, bum. Huh? There we go. Yeah, it's a friendly, so we're just quickly simming through them. Right. Okay. %80 of the employees are paid 15. That is odd. Oh, OT except. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's still a little bit of an odd system for it. I would agree with that. So, Iago Felipe. Yeah, he wouldn't be on the right level at all here. Oh, phew. Okay, we got a new recruitment analyst that's gotten hired by the team. Cool. Oh boy, okay. People are just opening and closing garage for no fucking reason, I guess. Ugh. Anyways. Quite a few decisions to make on a few players. Gustavo Gomez is exploring his options at the end of his contract. Weverton's getting older, so I'm feeling like moving on from him would be the right time. Lucas Evangelista is decent. I think, yeah, I do want to keep him around still, so I'm gonna just, we'll start his extension now. Fuck it, why not? He doesn't even want all that much, so... Like, I am okay with this. Yeah, we need to fully scout this guy. Same with this one. He looks interesting for a center back signing. A hernia for Andreas Bejeda? Fuck off. God damn it, man. Alright, well, this sucks. That's one of our best players gone for a full month. Alright, we keep it moving, I guess. All the numbers are already assigned as they are. Cool. That's fine. Second of our friendlies here, and then we have the Chapecoense friendly after that, which I think I will have all the starters go into it. Alright, what's your advice here? Oh, wise and sage assistant. Fucking hell. Okay. Let's not put GI in a position where he gets injured again, for the love of God. Please. Alright, we got like international games, so that explains why a couple of our players are gone and the bench is kind of bare bones, but oh well. I mean, to be fair, we did ultra rotate. Because, yeah, the Libertadores game, and then we immediately have the debut in the Brasileiro against Santos, so we need to be sharp for these. Okay, so the 50 best wonder kids in footy right now. Lamine Yamal's kind of the obvious one. Giovanni Kenda as well. Mastantuono, they got at 13. Kendrick Paez at 18. Endrick, they've got at 32. Jesus Christ, man. What have they done to our boy? I guess Stavon didn't make the list? That is bizarre to me. Okay, Spittin' Niseter is 18 as well. There's a foreigner, but I want to scout him for, like, the wings. Dordov. Alright, so Lucas Evangelista has extended his contract. That's great. Again, not like the best of players, but he's solid for what we need him to be. which is why I'm fine with extending him. We definitely need to up the cohesion of the club for sure, just to kind of help us work a little bit better. Jonas Reichert. Antonio Carlos. Well, yeah, that's an MLS defender at 33. That's a no-go, fam. That's a no-go almost immediately. Yeah, that's been confirmed as of yesterday, Dan. So, yeah, that's all been settled. I'm excited to see what he'll do. Lyon's been needing a striker as it is, so I'm hoping he gets, like, meaningful minutes between Ligue 1 and then the Europa League as well, so... Okay. Nagging injuries. Good God. Don't like the idea of Piqueres possibly being out for the Talleres game, but we'll deal with that as we go. Spazilla, he's decent, but he's 34, so that's a no-go. Garces, on the other hand, he could be a solid rotation guy. Because Benedetti still needs work. Mikael is nowhere near where we'd like him to be, personally. No, I'm not surprised that Prem teams didn't look at him because I just don't think the Prem rates strikers properly. So they're losing out, personally, on that. Because I think a mid-table side in the Prem could really use a guy like Endrick just being up front for them and scoring goals. And he's strong. Like, even with, like, his height, that's not a player that shies from being physical by any stretch. So this myth of, like, oh, this league is too physical for blank guy is, like, nonsense to me most of the time. It just feels like an excuse. Can we adjust? Okay, yeah, not much in terms of a transfer budget here to work with. So, yeah, this is not going to work, Facundo. I'm so sorry. I can only offer $1 million as of now. And you won 10, so no thanks. You won too much at the moment. We'll explore this in the summer. Like, once we actually get to the second transfer window later in the year. Alright. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate it. Let me, really quickly here. Just gonna make some minor adjustments to this. I just want to try to make sure we don't get caught out in, like, counterattack rushes like we've been the past couple of games. We beat Shopik Wednesday, cool. Most of our starters were on that one, perfect. So I think, yeah, we should be all warmed up accordingly now and sharpened for the course of the season. Okay, so we got 133,000 for fourth place in the Paulista. So still made a fairly decent bag out of it. Ideally, I would have loved to go further in the competition just for pride, but maybe the break will do us good to an extent into the other competitions we've got. But yeah, we got Dietas. We got them at home this time, so like hopefully we have like the home crowd stuff working in our favor. All done here. Wow. Okay, so Izquierdos 37 though, that's too much chunk. Kudo, unfortunately being 5'11", that's kind of a detriment to him, but he's a decent little defender here. And of course, Piqueires is out for the encounter. Go figure. Okay. Stop type marking people. For some reason, I just have not seen it ever work. All right. Let me just switch over to something else. All right. Let's go. We are at Allianz Parque. We need to take advantage of this. We're at home. We need to win these games. We need to go further into the... We need to win the Libertadores. If we're not winning that, something is incoherently wrong with me as a manager. Like, if we don't get past at least into, like, the later rounds, like, something's completely wrong with this tactic and with the way I'm running it, so... Matter of fact, hey, JFJ, Merry Christmas to you. Hopefully all is well. In the lands of Portugal. This one, we're gonna do some good old-fashioned double pivoting here. Okay. With Andreas Pereira being out, we can kind of switch this around a little bit. Okay, Evangelista. Oh! Bit of confusion in the box. Murilo in that save by Guido Herrera. Right, Herrera sends that out. Murilo, Anibal Moreno, kind of out of his zone to an extent on that, but good bit of passing. And the save from the keeper. Right, Kelvin. Mauricio. Kelvin. Takes the shot himself. Somehow that's not in. What the fuck? Alright, Vitor Roque was offside already off of that. Paulinho, what a pass, Vitor Roque! Golaço! That's what I'm talking about right here. What a pass from Paulinho. Vitor Roque, perfect on the timing. Just kills that completely. Whoa. Doink the Clowns, thank you for the 10 bits. Little Yakuza 0 music popping up with that as well, but hopefully all's well. Yeah, kind of a great goal here, for at least after the first 30 minutes of the game. We've got the lead, but let's not slack off here, and ideally just give them something to come back to. Oh, we lucked out massively here. Holy crap. Well, yeah, kind of a dominant first half so far into it, but that could change at the drop of a hat, knowing how FM26 tends to be. All right, focus. Flaco. He went for that one. Like, I understand why, but dang, that was... Alright, Kelvin on the free kick here. Sends it into the box. Paulinho picks it up after the initial block, and Mauricio. Oh, wow. Now that's a golazo right here. Holy crap. Great setup pass from Paulinho, and Mauricio just one touch, immediately turns and just sends that top left. That's immense. Right. That's what I'm talking about here. So, Flaco's been struggling a little bit, so I'm going to actually bring in Paulinho up front. And then we are going to have Felipe Anderson come in from the bench. There we go. Yeah, that was an incredible goal, JFJ. Like, I am beyond impressed with it. But still 2-0. It's one of the most deceptive scores in the entirety of the sport. So I want to go for like a third one here, just to make sure. Ooh, great block from Anibal. Paulinho, Felipe Anderson, Moreno, Jefité, Lucas Evangelista. Jefité had space to run. Felipe Anderson, shot gets blocked. Jefité, and that's an own goal. JFJ, yes. Corinthians won the Copa do Brasil in the second leg. They won that game 2-1. Memphis Depay scored the game winner. So yeah, the Corinthians fans are out and about celebrating. That's how to bounce back after a couple of rough games on the road in the Libertadores. Let's go. You love to see it. Minoso. Okay, Jefité. Oof. That was a close chance for them. Adam, hello. Good to see you over on the YouTube side. Hopefully all is well. It's not even the right table, but whatever. We keep it moving. Kelvin on the free kick. Not horrible pass. What the hell was he thinking? That's such shitty defending on that set piece. What the fuck were we doing? We're still winning, but just, god damn it, man. Like, these are not the sorts of goals you want to give up. Okay, 80th, so yeah, we can start making substitutions here to get guys fresh. Emiliano Martinez, you're up. Peak it is. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been the best of years, like, sporting-wise, but it's fine. Like, I'll live. Like, I think Palmeiras will be okay in the long term. Just rough times this year. Hopefully we bounce back better than we were before. In the meantime, you know, I'll do what I can, have fun with these streams, with these videos. Yeah, at the very least, São Paulo didn't. And Santos kind of struggled as well. But yeah, seeing Corinthians win the Copa do Brasil after beating us makes me sick to my fucking stomach. Like, as a fan, I'm just like, this would normally get somebody fired in like a regular environment in Brazil, but alas. Ricardo Felipe almost scored a big one there to kind of just ice this for good, but hey, chance here with a corner kick. Kelvin taking his time. Kelvin, too fancy. Too fucking fancy. Shoot it low. You're a fullback. You're not a striker. Oh, wow. That's brutal, JFJ. Sorry to hear on that. Hopefully it is a better season after this game for you, but not an ideal kind of start to it. On the promotion, yeah. Especially with it being a promotion game. Okay. You know what? I think I am gonna keep the double DM for in possession for the time being, and then if whatever Andreas is on, we'll move one of them to the midfield, but like the double pivot here. Two lungs fine for 200k. We'll see. Hey Yanov, we're still in 2000. What I did is with the mods that I found for like the different leagues, I just moved us to 2026 immediately without playing the 2025 season. So I'm treating it the same way that we did in real life, where Palmeiras didn't win anything, and we're kind of starting fresh over this 4-year cycle. So we are in the Copa Libertadores right now, 4 games into it. In our group, we are back to first place with 7 points after 4 games. But it's definitely a tight race. We need to at least beat, and we've got Liga de Quito at home, and then we got Peñarol on the road. So we need to at least beat Quito to like at least guarantee the second round, and go from there. But yeah, Dag, good to see you as well. Hopefully all is well with you. Diagonal, diagonal. Hold on, let me get the good old shout out machine. He's not on Twitch. I guess he plays on Twitch every once in a blue moon, but you will mostly find his stuff on YouTube. To whatever gate. Oh, God. Yeah, Dag, I'd say probably just check at whatever calendar you're closest to for your airline and just ask him specifically to confirm which gate you need to go to, just in case. Oh, yeah, no, that number, is this what we're talking about? Good Lord. But yeah, so this was the 4th game of the Libertadores group stage, and we actually are starting the Campeonato Brasileiro right now with Santos. So yeah, it is. They're making those changes to accommodate the World Cup dates in the Brazilian schedule. I don't think this mod has those dates reflected, but I'm sure like somebody will make, like the Brazil Mundial folks will make a better mod of this in a couple of months. I'm kind of waiting until like February or March to like buy the Brazil Mundial mods, just so that way the transfer windows in Brazil are up to date for 2026, and then also with the scheduling as well. Because I am thinking I will do another Brazil save outside of Palmeiras, but do like a lower league one, like we tried to do with Ibis in the FM24 side of things, where we're taking like a lower, like stateside team all the way to the top. Yeah, because I know they shortened a lot of the state championship ones. I know the Paulista only has 8 games in the group stage before immediately going to the quarterfinals, semis, and the final. So let me check one quick thing here and see if I can do something for all y'all on the Twitch side who can't see the YouTubers. Just because most of the information could go here. Hold on. Let me grab the live streaming pop out here. No, not really. It's Vasco da Gama. I expected Vasco to just screw this up some way, somehow. It's kind of been in their DNA over the past couple of years, admittedly. Let's see. Testing. Just doing a quick test on the live chat features and stuff here with YouTube. Seems like it's going through just fine. They have kind of been that for a while, admittedly, Adam, so YouTube chat. Sorry, I'm just trying to do one quick thing here. Okay, maybe this is not agreeing with me accordingly here. Sorry, let's try this again. Yeah, like, it's a coalition fan base, but I'm just being realistic when it comes to Vasco. Just in terms of, like, what they can do. Like, they're trying their best with the given circumstances in life and stuff, but it's just, like, it's not been a fun time for them, unfortunately, throughout the course of the year. Okay. Let me see if I can get this to work proper. We're gonna reduce YouTube chat a little bit here. Like, apologies if this gets in the way of certain things. Like, I don't care about, like, Twitch rules and whatnot. I'm like, let our boys on YouTube cook and be visible. Visca, hello, big up, big up. I think, Yanov, the format of the state championships would be improved if it was a situation where you are taking the lower tier sides to go first and you're giving kind of the bigger clubs in each state like a nod, like, to, like, go into the later rounds, just so that way there's a balance. But it's definitely one of those conversations that can be had that's a little bit more difficult than the what you would hope for it, you know? Okay. Here's what I'm gonna try to do. Just trying to make this the same size as the Twitch one up here, but put it on the bottom so that way it's not interfering with, like, the game view screen. But can you guys over on Twitch chat see YouTube chat now a little bit better? Visca, it feels terrible. I hate it here very much, especially with being runners-up in 2 of the 5 competitions we played. It's brutal. It's straight up not a fun time. Like, I'm hoping 2026 is better for us, but it's not very inspiring at the moment. But we'll let the year play out and see what happens. Cool. Yeah, we'll keep everybody here so that way you guys can see each other. That way Twitch chat is not the only one that's seen in this particular section over here, and you guys aren't lonely and what have you. But yeah, that in this case, Visca, that's part of the reason why I got inspired to do this FM save with Palmeiras, because I want to prove that, like, the players are talented enough to win trophies. What the fuck are we doing here? Like, why are we like this right now? Alright, so. Actual silver. Rip. Yeah, it's one of the situations with the FIFA Club World Cup where the 2029 side of things, I'm really curious to see how FIFA is going to be superbly corrupt about it. I'm just not going to be surprised if by next year they announce, oh yeah, we're adding like 12 more teams into it and 8 of these are going to be like European size, and everybody's just going to be like, fuck right off, man. Like, I think for as corrupt as FIFA is, the format that they did for the CWC this past summer was perfect. Just 32 teams, 8 groups of 4, like, play it like you know, the regular old-fashioned World Cup format. We ran out of sacrifices, Yanov. Like, we need to renew the pact, like, immediately, in my opinion. Like, something needs to be sacrificed for this. I wouldn't be sure about Inter Miami. Like, they won what? Like, 1 trophy in the past couple of years? We have 10 in 5? Even though we haven't had any in the last 2 years, but, you know, semantics. So, alright, we got the debut here in the Brasileirão against Santos. Good old opposition instructions. Neymar's still there for another year, so he's hanging on for dear life. That's fair enough, JFJ. It is. You are overdue for that. Yeah, pretty much. Cruz Azul definitely have established themselves in that same echelon as America, in my opinion. Let's see here. They put Victor Hockey on the bench. That's weird. No, I don't want Ramon Sosa in. Are you kidding me? Like, he's a bench option. Paulinho Felipe Anderson, I'm fine with that. Okay, Gustavo Gomez and Mikhail are both suspended. That's incredibly bad. Piquet is in. Yeah, for sure. Like, America's dominated Liga MX, like, there's no doubt of that, but more specifically, yeah, it's a situation in which we need to have, Hugo's fine. Not Andrea Lucas. Lucas Evangelista is in. Jeffita for Hugo. And then Mauricio as well needs to be up here instead of this Artur guy. If anything, I need to go grab Benedetti off of the second team and promote him. Off the reserves, probably. Oh, he's injured. Okay, that explains why he's not in the selection. Yeah, okay. Elvis, okay. Alright, Diogo Silva it is then. Gilberto, really? Kelvin is suspended. That explains that. Alright, Facundo. I do not want you here. You have been ass ever since I've stepped into this club, so I am transfer listing you. Didn't sell him already, yeah. That's the thing. Like, so far into the season, Andreas has been okay, but he's not, like, a long-term guy, I would say. Like, he's someone that would be okay for me staying in for 1 to 2 years, but he's probably going to want to move on to a different club, like in FM, so I'm not considering him like a part of my long-term plans. Let me just switch these guys up. All right. Better learn Arab. Yeah, like, you're going to Saudi Arabia for 40 million and making me happy in the process, buddy. As for the World Cup trophies, it's a struggle. The fact we've gotten to 2 different finals have not been able to seal the deal. The one Intercontinental in 99 and then the one against Chelsea in 21. Yeah. It's not fun. Like, I would love... If anything, like, that's the one title I would love to see us win before I die. But I could see us just not winning that ever. And the memes just continuing until, like, my day of death. They keep stealing your ideas. Oh, that's Flamingo in a nutshell. Right, so let's get started here. Squad number to Diogo Silva. We're going to just give him 56. He's won the bottom of the totem pole. Right, so this game against Santos is going to be interesting just because we have suspensions from last season that are being served right now, mostly with our center back depth. So hold on here. All right. First game of the season. We are at Allianz Parque for this one. Let's go to work. I mean, to be fair to Flamengo, they're red and black. They're not red and blue. So there is a difference. I didn't, JFJ. I'm going to need to look this up immediately after streaming because that's something else. Right. Throw in for Santos. Felipe Anderson intercepts it. Emiliano Martinez passes it. Paulinho. Oh, let's go. Yeah, the Club World Cup rules were like very specific about like country participations, unfortunately. So a couple of teams definitely got hosed for the likes of Red Bull Salzburg. The one thing I'm looking forward to this next year, Paulinho being at 100% finally from the leg surgeries he's had. Like, I think he'll be solid for us if he gets consistent playing time in real life. Yeah, that's brutal, JFJ. But a good first goal here. Plenty of football to play, though, so... Victor Hugo. Oh, that's a good run from him. Great save from Everton, though. Let's go. Okay, sends it out to Gilberto. Just holds on to it. Good interception. Vitor Hockey. And Emiliano Martinez sends it all the way from out wide and forces a corner out of it. Vinicius Duarte, Lamperris. Gilberto, good interception there from him. Oh, Victor Hockey. Oh my God. From out of nowhere. Yes, Yanov, and he's done that even in this save as well. Because I rotated a couple of players for our quarterfinal matchup against Guarani in the sim. And we got shellacked 4-0, had like a red card, surrendered 3 goals in 20 minutes. And Carlos Miguel was on that for that. So he lives up to it in real life as well. But I do think he's a better long-term solution than what we have with Weverton right now. So I am still going to keep a hold of him here and hope he can develop into something solid. Paulinho, Felipe Anderson. Good bit of passing from the guys here so far. Piqueires. Let's go. Yeah, I'm going to be hate watching that and hoping for a meteor to hit Adam in the Copa. But solid game so far from us here. I think switching the midfield over to double pivots in the DM position was a better call than what we had going earlier, where we had the 2 guys in the center midfield and then sliding the DM out of possession. Ooh. Gilberto tried for a cross. Couldn't quite get it. Oh, wow. What a block from Santos on that. That should have been 4-0 under normal circumstances. But yeah, shots on target. We've been doing well with those. I'm fine with it. Yeah, we'll let the team keep going as it is, and then we will switch up to... Oh, yeah, no, 100%. Like, I think for Brazilian youngsters, to me, just to not let European clubs ruin your development as a whole, do what Neymar did. Don't go until, like, you're in your early 20s and, like, spend a little bit of time in the Brazilian league just really developing your style and just being a more ready-made player. Plus, I think Brazilian clubs can get more money due to that specifically. Let's go. Because the proof is in the pudding with how Vitor Roque started to play in the second half of this season, across all competitions, as to why, like, yeah, he shouldn't have moved out of Brazil in the first place. At least not until, like, his early 20s type of situation. Like, I will not be surprised if he does end up moving back by the time he's 23, 24, if he goes to Europe or even to Saudi and just kills it wherever he goes after. Just due to, like, having matured a little bit more. But yeah, Endrick is on loan to Lyon now officially. So I'm excited to see how he does there. I think Lyon is a good fit for him and that they need a striker. And he's going to get his minutes out of that. So, let's see. Moreno for Lucas Evangelista. Let's see. Gilberto's fine. We want to make sure Giai doesn't get re-injured again. Flacco's struggling a little bit, so I'm going to have Paulinho slide up the striker and have... we'll have Alan come in. Yeah, Clássico da Saudade indeed. We missed the times where Santos was a competent team. Turkey was not nice. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I'm not gonna take this kind of slander from a fucking Barcelona fan. Please believe me on that. Buying referees, yeah, that's funny. Like, have you checked Flamengo's statuses by any stretch? And also just in general when it comes to that sort of talk, like, just say referees are incompetent, because that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Especially in a country where referees are not professionalized, like Brazil. Like, you guys in Spain have no fucking excuses for any of that shit. Like, if Real was so bad, you guys have enough money. Well, wait, no, you don't. Never mind, actually. I keep forgetting you're just starting to not be broke again. Yeah, for sure. Like, if buying referees was that... Like, that's the thing. It's not going to be the Brazilian clubs who buy up referees. It's going to be the bettors who buy them. With the amount of referee controversies we've had in the entire country over the last 20 years. Also, you know, I am really sorry about what happened with Ceará in the last week of the season. Like, I legitimately thought you guys were going to stay up. And then, like, all of the things happen. God, I was hoping for Santos and Internacional to get relegated in the last week just because the amount of banter that would have come out of that would have fed, like, discourse for the next year minimum. Let's see. There we go. Okay, GI is back to full training. Let's fucking go. Right, Atlético Paranaense. Yeah, exactly. Like, those are the sorts of ones that are just like, really? You're going to Moreirense? But I hope you guys come back up. Like, in general, I want to see like more of a northeastern presence in the Brasileirão, just because I do think it makes for like the more money that northeastern teams and northern clubs are getting. I think it's better for the infrastructure of the country scene as a whole. It can't just be like a whole concentration of teams in the I was hoping that OBS wouldn't have done that to me, but of course it cut off. My point is, like, this sort of slander from a Barcelona fan doesn't hit me, just because, like, okay, cool, you guys won La Liga for once. After, you know, so many years of memes of being broke, you know, not being able to register arguably the greatest player of all time, to where he decided to, you know, leave completely and go to France on a free, like, that sort of shit. Like, but hey, you have Lamine Yamal, which is, hey, good for you. I'm sure he'll be great. Here's the thing. I don't think Memphis moves just because his contract with Corinthians pays him like a fuck ton. But Yuri Alberto, on the other hand, I could see him trying to move to Europe again after the past 2 seasons he's had. Like, I would not be surprised by any stretch. A couple of scouting things have been done. Bidon would be really good business for Atleti. Like, he's an incredible midfielder on his side of the spectrum. If anything, I'm surprised he hasn't made the move as of yet. But I do think it happens sometime this next year. Like, he's just too good to ignore at this point in terms of, like, if you're a European club trying to scout for a young, good Brazilian midfielder type, Bueno Bidon is one of the best in the country right now. Like, personally, I would love if a Premier League team just took a look at this, you know, Georgian De Arrascaeta guy over at Flamengo and, you know, just paid him 60 million to get him the fuck off and go to Europe. That'd be great. I would love that, personally. Right. Durdov would be interesting. Like, once we have a little more transfer money to work with here at the halfway point. Endrick is Endrick. At the very least, he's being played in FM, so that's nice. Adam, for me, I think PSG makes it into like the semis, but I do think they fall. I don't think they're going back to back. It's incredibly difficult, like damn near impossible for that sort of thing to happen. So, but I do think they will go like far enough to threaten it. I just don't think they'll pull it off at the end of the day. Like, it'll be like a close, but not quite. And I think it's going to come down to it at the end of the day where they're going to miss Donnarumma, like, for a very specific scenario. Yeah, 100% Yanov. Like, I am really intrigued to see how the FFP is going to go now that Brazil is starting to implement that as of this year. Steven will be fine. Like, the whole situation with him in Chelsea right now is that I think Maresca is just stubborn about playing younger guys, and he trusts Pedro Neto to like an unhealthy degree. Like, it's not a situation like Barcelona where they've trusted Yamal from the jump, which I think helps when you have a youth academy like La Masia and a system where it's like, yeah, trust your young players, let them play minutes, and then determine whether, you move them elsewhere or play them. Like, what I think Barcelona does best is player development out of their own academy. So it makes no sense to me when they're buying all of these younger players from South America and barely playing them minutes to begin with. Like, that's not what you guys do all that well. Like, I get not wanting to miss on like a wonder kid prospect type, but you guys develop players at your own goddamn academy. So, like, do more of that. That is what you're good at. Yeah, Modric being suspended doesn't surprise me. Like, he's going to go back to Ukraine, I think, sooner rather than later. Like, just... Oh, God, yeah. Here's the thing, that I feel bad because Mastentuono is a really good player from the bits I saw him doing with River. But Real, like, overplaying him to the point in which he got injured and not really in meaningful games, per se. It was brutal. Just... I feel bad for him because I do think he's a really, really good side. Like, I think Mastantuono will be fine in the long term, but I don't think Xabi has done right by him. Right, so Atlético Paranaense is next here. Yeah, definitely Yanov, for sure on that. Let's go opposition instructions. They're going with a 3-4-2-1 situation. Press their fullbacks. I think we want to stop crosses on our side. Overall pressing trap. Because they're running a 3-4-2-1. I want to send them towards the inside a little bit. Pressing trap-wise. Yeah, the Coxinha, yep. Good old Coxinha. All right, our second match of the Brasileirão here. Pick up where you left off. Then just encourage them, having faith in them, get out there and make a difference. You know, all the razzle-dazzle type of deal. And just to let you guys know, for those who are newer to the save, we did disable the first transfer window. So we're sticking with the team that we have and then making changes. Yanov, you know what? If we get a penalty kick chance, I will put Weverton up there to make that happen for you. We'll put that to the test if we can. Fuck it. It's Atlético Paranaense. Atirson Kalwan. I'll take a look at him. I'll take a look at him after. Alright, Santos here with the ball for Atlético. We are at Allianz for this one, so I'm hoping, obviously, that we can be victorious. Moreno, Lucas Evangelista, Mauricio. Oh, what a cross. Is he off? I think he's off. VAR, maybe? Okay, we're getting that. It's checking. Yeah, disallowed. All right, fair enough. It looked like Vitor Roque was off by like a couple of steps here. Yeah, he went on a second too early on that. Would have been great if he just stayed on, but alas. All right, Kelvin on the free kick. Lucas Evangelista, good pass. Mauricio! He almost gets a second long distance. Bola balas. Yes, the Bebeto Romario duo is actually up front. It's not Flaco Lopez and Vitor Roque. It's Bebeto and Romario reborn in this generation. At least that's what I like to tell myself. Mauricio here. Good dribble there. Flaco! How did that not go in? Okay, we still have it. Paulinho. Oh my goodness. So 2 close chances there. Okay, Mauricio on the corner. Flaco. Oh. We are knocking on the door here, folks. We are knocking on the door. Okay, Gustavo Gomes, Mauricio, Kelvin, Moreno, Anibal, Lucas Evangelista with a terrible pass. Good closing in here, but... Oh, come on, ref. There's no way.
Where is that referee? He was trying to fuck on me.
Unbelievable. It's a penalty kick. They're going to score it 9 out of 10 times. See? Weverton is just not good at PKs. That's brutal, though. Spend most of the half getting on attacks and then they score a bullshit chance like this. Ugh. It's your web. Filipinho, Isaac. Okay. Gustavo Gomes. Okay. Flaco. Mauricio. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Not again.
Where is that referee? He was trying to fuck on me.
These refs are on some shit, man. I don't like the fact that we're not getting like the lines anymore at this point drawn up so we can see exactly kind of like the reasoning for the call, but alas. Vitor Mbappe it is. RIP. R.I.P. in pieces. Me, specifically. Okay, Vitor Roque. Getting a chance to run it in himself. Bad shot selection. Horrible shot selection, in fact. Mauricio, Lucas Evangelista, Kelvin, Moreno, Anibal, Murilo, Lucas Evangelista, Pt.3. Oh, what a pass. Paulinho. Ooh. Brutal. Like, we need you all to step up massively here. Please. Okay, Mauricio. Paulinho. Oh. Gustavo Gomes. There we go with the header. Moreno, Anibal. Mauricio, Paulinho, Flaco. Lucas Evangelista. Not, set of passes. Kelvin. I think he's on this time. I'm going to wait for the hard confirm. We get to confirm. Vitor Roque. There he is. 3 tries. We finally got it on this one. There we go. Ah, man. Right, the highlight immediately after the kickoff from a tying goal was not idea. Yes, he's onside. He was onside for once. I don't like how this is going, though. Too much space. Too much time. Stop. Fuck. Oh, god damn it. Why the fuck did you just leave him wide open? Unbelievable. Anyways, keep moving. Alright. Kelvin, Mauricio. Flaco. Alright, Yanov, we're gonna test your theory out. We are going to test your theory out entirely. You predicted a Weverton goal. It's early in the season. I am willing to entertain it. So I do think this is getting called a penalty kick. It's awarded. Alright, Weverton. Can you do this? Can you score your first goal ever? You can! Oh, this is incredible. We actually get a penalty kick and the goalkeeper scores it. That's hilarious. We are going to change this immediately, though, just in case we get a second one. In the meantime, Paulinho and Flaco have not had the best of games, so I'm going to Ramon Sosa for him, and then we're going to have Felipe Anderson. GI in for the second half here portion. I need him to ease off tackles completely. Since he's on a yellow, so I've got to just be careful with him. Alright, so it's a 2-2 draw. Got a couple substitutions in. Mostly on the left-hand side. Evangelista's also been having like a horrid game. Yeah. Emiliano Martinez is in for him. Try to encourage things here. Electricity in my house, why'd you Vasco rip? Oh my god, dude. That's crazy. Mikhail. Denani Bao is also like... Okay, so Anibal Moreno is super tired. So here's what I'm gonna do. Gonna take a little bit of a risk here. Gonna bring in Rafael Veiga. Wait. Oh, right, cancel. Right, so the final substitution we need to make is Rafael Veiga in as an attacking player. There we go. Onside goal, this distorted reality. Fair. Right. Yeah, have him as a deep line playmaker. Wing back. Right. Bit of a gamble here, but over the last couple minutes of the game, it's a gamble worth taking. Okay. Yeah, not the ideal result, but points are points at the end of the day. Just kind of a rough way to give like a goal immediately after Vitor Hockey tied it. But we got a meme goal with Weverton scoring a penalty kick, so there is that. Although, yeah, we should have won the match based on our chances. So, like... Right. That said, I'm going to refill my water bottle here. So I'm going to go on a quick BRB break. I'm going to run ads both on the YouTube and Twitch side of things for the next few minutes while we are on that break. So hang tight. About 5 minutes or so. I will be back. Right, back now, guys. Sorry about that. I think everybody's back. Go by like raw because pressure. That's good. But yeah, streaming wise, I think right now, like I'm feeling okay to probably go for like at least another hour or so. We'll see where it goes. Da, da, da. And then we got we got the game against Peñarol next in the Libertadores, the last one of the qualifiers, and then Vitória immediately after that. Look, I'm not gonna lie. In El Clásico in the Champions League, in the early stages of the knockouts, would be just fun. On the aspect of like it's two teams that hate each other, and at least one of you all is going out early, so it's good shot on Freude for at least half of a viewing audience overall. Okay, so Copa Libertadores. Oh, no, never mind. I'm sorry. We're playing Peñarol first, then we play Liga de Quito after. I thought we had Liga de Quito first out of that. So, all right, we need to beat Peñarol for sure. They are at 6 points. They're threatening one of the two top spots. Beating them means we at least guarantee the second round. Oh, I personally would put the Brazilian League above Ligue 1 for sure. Personal bias, no, but I would. Okay. Hope isn't the last one to die. It's delusion. Yeah. Delusion, yeah. For sure. I think with La Liga, it's a situation where they are top heavy, where the top 4 to 5 clubs within it are just powerhouses that would just kind of hold their own pretty much anywhere in Europe. But then it's sort of a toss up between everybody below it. Definitely a lot of clubs with a lot of heritage, yes, but I mean, clubs exist, so heritage is debatable. Sorry, I had to refresh the camera rate. Let's do this. I think with any league, if you look into it hard enough, you'll find players that are like fun and exciting to watch, but it's kind of like a very subjective kind of subject overall, just depending on where you look at it. But I think, yeah, again, with certain leagues that are kind of in that top 5 in Europe, where it is very top heavy to an extent, and then it's just a battle between everybody else sort of beneath them. At least the thing that I like with the Brazilian league is that at the very least you have a good 7 to 8 teams that are like able to fight for trophies and whatnot throughout the course of the year, regardless of how their form might be in one competition compared to the other. 1974, yeah, that's cool. How long ago was that now? Who the fuck cares? Seriously. You don't see me touting a 1951 cup that we won and claiming it's a world title by any stretch of the goddamn imagination. And even if you've acknowledged that, that's still 78 years at this point. Like, you actually have to be relevant and do something in the now. Anyways. Sorry, I get it. You're Spanish. You don't know better. Right, so let's move on to the Peñarol game here. Save before we start. Right, there we go. Let's go here. Yeah, the Italian Serie A tends to be, I think, out of the European Power Five, probably the most competitive of the bunch in terms of winners. After they got through that spell of Juventus winning God knows how many in a row, like, it's been fairly competitive. Either way, Pt.3. It's Pt.3. What a goal! Woo! Let's go. Here, let me get the chat back up front. Yeah, for some reason it wasn't updating initially. Buscas que pariu indeed. Pickett has just like hammered that one home. That's crazy. And here's the thing, like, I don't think Spanish clubs lack support. Like, you go into Sevilla and see how they support their sides and, like, these different cities. Like, the fandom is there regardless. Like, I do think Spain's football culture is great overall. It's just when it comes to, like, the teams in question, it's definitely, like, a hierarchy of 3 to 4 big teams, and then everyone else is just fighting for scraps, which makes for less equilibrium. Mauricio almost scored that one. Wow. I mean, Portugal has the same problem, obviously. 3 big clubs, and then everybody else is just fighting for scraps. Even the Prem, really, you have 4 or 5 clubs that you really can say legitimately have a shot at a title, and then everybody else, you're like, oh, it'll be cool if they get, like, 6th through 8th. Which is why that Leicester title win is still, like, resonates to this day, just due to how unlikely it is. Soco, hello, good to see you. Boa tarde, irmão. Os jogos têm ido bem. A gente tá tentando qualificar para a Libertadores agora, para a segunda fase. Okay, that's a free kick here. Evangelista's there to take it. Alright, he almost scored that. That's cool. Shoot less often? Yeah, fair enough. Oops, hold on here, sir. Sorry, let me get the YouTube chat back up and updated. Não, ainda estamos na primeira temporada. Ainda estamos em 2026. Só agora estamos em abril. Então, o Brasileirão começou e estamos no 5º jogo da primeira fase da Libertadores agora. E a Copa do Brasil vai começar em algumas semanas aqui também. Oh, this Liga MX? Oh, do you want to see what's going on in the Liga MX here in the sim? Because I do believe I have Mexico loaded as like a view only, but we should still be able to see like their league and what's going on with the scores. All right, Garcia, Fernandez, Peñarol moving the ball well here. Too well. Okay, Weverton, what a good save. I have heard about Ruiz having a link with him, but nothing concrete as of yet. Well, but I have heard his name being mentioned in the rumor though. I also know we were late, that a couple Brazilian teams, including Palmeiras, have asked about a guy over at Zenit right now. Neto, I believe, off the top of my head. Okay, is Vitor Roque on side for this one? VAR's checking. Disallowed. Damn. Right, yeah. Oh, yeah, he was off by a little while. Here's what I'm gonna do, because I actually want to see the, like, the plays a little bit better with the offsides and the like. I'm actually gonna switch us over to the tactical camera. Went to Pumas. We thought it was just being sounded by Monterrey. Yeah. Ritis, Garcia. Good interception there from Mauricio. There we go. It's not as closer of a view, but we should be able to see the field a little bit better now with onside, offside calls. He is onside for this one. I do know that. Oh my god. Oh, he saved that. That explains why that didn't go in. Ooh. We're knocking on the door for a second one, though. That is nice, at least. Mauricio recovers his own corner. Paulinho. Mauricio again. Flaco. Offside flag raised, alright. Yeah, the USL, I hope that the promotion relegation stuff that they're going to be doing succeeds and that they actually take off a little bit more. Like, the MLS needs actual proper, kind of a proper shot in the arm to not, like, kind of actually take their shit a little more seriously. In my opinion, at least. Peñarol's defense is hanging on by a thread here. Okay, Gomez. GI, Mauricio. Flaco. Oh, what a pass here. Vitor Roque from distance. I mean, I guess the flag went up for the ref, but still, that's a shot and a half to take there. Right, Fernandez on the corner. Oh, fuck. Yeah, we did not defend that well in the second attempt. All right, well, Peñarol might squeeze a result here, which would not be ideal. Brutal. Like, Lucas Evangelista has to do better here. Has to do better. And this is about as good of a time to do substitutions after the highlights over here. I'll set those up. Okay, Flaco. Piqueires, Flaco, Paulinho, Evangelista, Flaco Lopes. Cheeky little pass to Paulinho on that. Oh! Yeah. Alright, so... yeah, Lucas Evangelista has been struggling, so Emiliano Martinez, we'll get him in here. Flaco's been struggling a little bit, so I'm going to, again, go to Paulinho here. What we're going to do instead is... add deep line forward. Keep them both as center forwards. Just keep them up front. And then for Flaco, we're going to have... you know what, Facundo, show me why you should be here. Gustavo Gomez is struggling, which is unusual for him. But Mikael's nervous, so I'm going to keep him on. Pep talk him. We got time still. Yeah, Campagna's having a decent game on his side to keep us out of the net as much as he has. Here's what I gotta do though. Quicker distribution. Go a little bit higher on the tempo. Balance the strategy here. Go for low crosses instead. Discourage shots from distance. Encourage a little more dribbling. Just to try to work our way into the box through it here. I know they're kind of closing down, but okay. Pt.3 is almost on his last leg, so Pt.3 can step in for him. Anibal's been doing well, so you know what? I'm gonna be a little bit bold here. Gonna have Paulinho come out. Felipe Anderson stepping in. Mauricio can't really play forward, so we'll give Luigi a nod here. Right. Let's see if we can find that winning goal here. Oh, hold on here, sorry. Too close of a shot. Okay, there we go. Martinez. Anibal. Pt.3. Good pass there, Anibal. Working it through. Pt.3. Facundo. Pt.3. Anibal Moreno. Okay, not the person I would have wanted taking that shot, but it's an attempt. We just have not been able to win games on the road. Like, it's been nutty. But a point is a point. We just got unlucky. We just got to make things happen against the Liga de Quito when we host them for the last game of the group stage. We're still in the lead. Tayed has jumped up, but this is a tight group. If we lose here, like, we're not guaranteed qualification at all. Like, even a draw doesn't really guarantee us a whole lot of anything. So, a win is what we need against Liga de Quito. Shame, really, but you know what? We'll roll with it. Tactically speaking, like, I've been looking at a couple of different options here. This one slides more into a 4-4-2 scenario after without a possession. I kind of want to experiment with that and just see how we feel. Especially since Andreas is coming back into the fold, which all right. So yeah, Vitória is next, and then we got Corinthians in the Copa do Brasil's third round. For the first leg, we do host at Allianz. Lucas Evangelista working on his coaching badges. That's cool. That's what I meant to do. Sorry. Da-da-da. Yeah. Like, I know the game is saying, like, oh, the group isn't that tough. I'm like, no. I know South American football. That is a group of death if I've ever fucking seen one. Like, the thing that I think that FM doesn't really consider, I think, as crazily enough is for South American teams, the home advantage is crazy. Wherever you go. Like, it's... Oh my god. He's not good enough to challenge for a place in the first team. I'm sorry. The fact that you think that is fucking hilarious. And Weberton, you're not helping. You're supposed to be a fucking captain. Like, do something. I don't want to leave, boss. I just want to play. Yeah, you go away, piece of shit. I inherited you. It's not like I want you here. I'm sorry. I don't. I have Pt.3. You're like a backup option for me, in particular. And you're also a French player, so, like, buzz off. We'll look at you and we'll look at dealing you out in the next window. It's fine. It's fine. We'll let the assistant deal with the press conferences. Yeah, 100%. Like Santa Cruz, Náutico, you go into the northeastern part of Brazil, you're going to find those stadiums like mostly, if not completely, sold out for their home games just because people love their fucking club. They have a passion for their fucking club. Doesn't matter what level they're in. Like, the fact that Santa Cruz, like, as the example that you just cited, Yanov, like, the fact that Santa Cruz brings that consistent of a crowd that often for a side that's somewhere between Serie C and Serie D on the national stage, like, that's nuts. Okay, so Flaco gets best player in the Campeonato Paulista, even though we only made it to the quarterfinals, so that's cool. He did score like 6 goals during it, so I get it. And Luigi gets the Revelação do Campeonato Paulista with 3 goals, 3 assists in his time there. So he got some good awards. Then Charlie scored the best goal of the tournament, with Paulinho getting 3rd place in it. Yeah. God, Botafogo's such a fucking meme. Like, even with a rich billionaire American owner, with John Texter being there, like, they still can't draw a decent fucking crowd on like a weekend matchup. Like, I get it. You guys don't know what wedding is and you're like allergic to the concept, but for fuck's sakes, like, get it together, please. You're supposed to be one of the big 4 of Rio de Janeiro. Act like it. Even Vasco in its struggling phase still draws more fans than you do on a daily basis. Alright. We'll have Flaco roaming from position, just so that way you can kind of retrieve the balls around these zones. Alright. So Vitória's next. We're trying a variation of the 4-2-4. That goes into a 4-4-2 after the Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's legitimately just change this to a proper 4-4-2. Fuck it. And have Lucas Evangelista be the screening center here. It's history, and they have like championship pedigree as well. There was a phase in which they were winning a good amount of trophies as well, and like actually making good on that. They're also masochists. Yeah, this is true. And then wing back. All right, let's try this. Andreas Bejeda's returned from injury. Agustin Gi getting sharpened, getting his sharpness back from injury as well, from a couple weeks back. It's Vitória. We are on the road. It might be tough due to that, but I think we have the talent here to get a result on the road. We kind of need one, to be completely honest with you. I also did find the 2025 Serie A kits as well, so that's why you're seeing these come across. Yeah, for sure. In São Januário is like it's a decent stadium. Like, it's not the Maracanã, sure, but like it's a nice stadium for the area. Also, Flamengo are like twerking accordingly and desperate to move on to like a newer stadium at this point too, which is crazy to me personally, but that sounds like Beppe in a nutshell, their current president. Good save Weberton on that, but let's encourage from the get-go. Right. And I mean, like, Botafogo, the thing about it too is, like, on their own stadium, they're renters. Like, they don't own that stadium. Like, that stadium belongs to the state. Like, the prefecture and whatnot within it. Flaco. Oh, what a pass. Unfortunate block on that. Paulinho. There we go. And just Mejeda with the assist. Vamos, Palmeiras. Yeah, it really is, Yanov. Like, to me in particular, the popularity of the Brasileirão will take off way more on an international stage if they can get their licensing on one of these fucking games. Whether it's FIFA/EAFC or FM, like, they need to get it done at some point or another. It's a detriment to Brazilian football and the fact that they can't even figure that portion out. That's a bad penalty kick to give up, unfortunately, there. I am expecting Vitória to score this and tie it up. Cantalapiedra. Aitor Cantalapiedra scores it, makes it 1-1. Sent Weverton completely the wrong way. Jeez. Right. B. Dudu, Felipe Vieira. Yeah, for sure. Ponte Preta, honestly, it is on my short list to do a save with. If we can get, like, if I can get a good mod for it, because they are, like, incredibly deserving of such an honor. Like, that is a huge fucking club in the country. That, like, in the interior of São Paulo, they're one of the biggest, easily. And they have, like, an incredible bit of history with them as well. But yeah, no, Newport County can get like multiple fucking saves, which is, yeah, alas. That's an argument that we can probably make again and again. And we just conceded a really bad counterattack here. Thankfully, Cantalapiedra decided to get cute with that instead of just going like full power bottom left corner, where Weverton might have not had as good of a chance at this. But I mean, Vitória's at home. They are playing well, to their credit. I'm gonna mix this a little bit and set us up to do a little bit narrower set pieces. Standardize it a little bit. Piqueires, Paulinho. Back to Piqueires. Good dribbling there. Lucas Evangelista sliding into the empty space. Flaco. There he is. Flaquito Lopez. He hasn't scored in a couple of games, so I'm actually relieved that we got that to happen for him. Right. Good way to go into the half here. Let's keep it up. Brutal. Yeah, the refs and fucking on us is not a fun time when that happens, for sure. Okay, so Edu. Ooh, that was a bit questionable there. Okay. Oh, Mikhail. God, we need help on the this next one. Do I need to find a center back for sure? So Mauricio's struggling. So Felipe Anderson, we'll have you on. Come on. Vitória, to their credit, are attacking us accordingly here. Yeah, no good memories of that. None. Zero good memories of that. And on hindsight, that, like, if I'm Brazil and I'm Japan of that particular World Cup, I'm kicking myself in the teeth because that Belgian team was fucking beatable in every aspect of the word. The fact that neither of our sides managed to do it still, like, irks me to this day. All right. Vitor Hawk is struggling, so I'm going to get Paulinho in his place, and we're going to have Sosa come in. Piqueires is almost on his last leg, so Jeffita can come in for him. Cool. Those we can kick in after the corner kick highlight. Andreas. Okay, that gets headed out. Wellington Hato recovers it. Possible counterattack for Vitória here. Hire Kai Havertz. I think it's too expensive for us, unfortunately. Even though it would be hilarious, it would be kind of the dick move I would make to, like, bring him on and then just immediately send him the surplus to requirements and just never play him. Just keep him in purgatory outright. Well, it's not the prettiest of wins, but a win is a win. Great work by everybody, especially on the road. That's a solid 3 points here in the Brasileirão. Right. So we're moving on, and then it's the first game. It's the first leg of the Copa do Brasil against Corinthians. Big one. Derby Paulista. Shit gets ugly there. Let's see here. That's the other stuff that I was playing with, formation-wise. And result tensions. Yeah. And basically, considering that this is the 2026 season, if we feed into the narrative of everything that happened this year, it's basically like it's either a revenge game for Palmeiras in this scenario, or Corinthians' chance to just rub that in our faces even further, that they are the defending Copa do Brasil champions. So forever I'll be waiting. Like the sun. For the one. Right. Right. Australian and Hungarian unks playing at the same time. Oh, yeah, not strange at all. Totally not strange. uh all right. So what does Dorival Jr. have to say about me? Yeah, fuck off. Asshat. Right, so recovery. Okay, we're playing Fluminense, so we need to do excuse me. Yeah, this one's kind of a crazy week with 3 games happening. The Brazilian schedule at work here. Okay, so this is a Sunday game. Okay, 2 game. Just have to set up all the practices. You're also killing the other players. Yeah, you kind of did, maybe. Yeah, let's take a look. Yep. It's early doors, but let's see how our other tiers are doing here in the Futebol Brasileiro. Attacking since we're at home, and this goes to defensive since we're on the road. Do team bonding for one day. I just want everybody. I just want our cohesion to be like incredible. All right, so Brasileirão. Okay, so Série B. Right now, Fortaleza is leading it. They're undefeated so far in the season. Sporting Recife, Vila Nova in third, Ceará in fourth, Criciúma fifth, Juventude sixth, but they're all third and sixth are all tied in 9 points. Ponte Preta in seventh at 8. Ooh, Arsenal, Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. That's nutty. Grêmio Novo Horizontino at 7. Then Atlético from Minas Gerais, São Bernardo, Londrina, and Náutico in the last 4 places at the moment. This could change at any given moment, though. That's how crazy this stuff is. Série C, Brusque up top, Paysandu in second, Amazonas third, Inter de Limeira, Ferroviária, Guarani, Volta Redonda, Caxias in the top 8 for the second portion of that. Santa Cruz dead last. Woof. Yeah. They're London brothers that hate each other, even though they will never admit to it. And then Serie D hasn't really started yet, so that's going to be a little while still for it to start. All right. London, Derby or Classico? I mean, I just default to Derby anytime that I'm talking about European ones. If it's Brazil, it's a Clássico. Unless the name itself has Derby in it. Like the Palmeiras Corinthians encounters, it's literally called the Derby Paulista. So I call it that. Otherwise, it's a Clássico. Yeah, rip. I mean, they are within the top, they're within the top half of the table at least, but it is early. We'll have to check on Ceará as we go through the years just to see if it's Ceará just doing to you what they do or if things will be better. Just, it depends. All right. Let me set up the instructions here. Going instruct. It's good inches. We're going hard on. We're clattering everybody tackles-wise if we can. All right. Got a match. Let's save, and then we'll get started. We did well against them in the Campeonato Paulista in the one game we played against them. So, I'm hoping for more of that. But this is a more serious game, admittedly. Like, not that the Paulista isn't serious, but like a Copa do Brasil situation with the amount of money that it has on the line. Ankle breakers and ankle breakers. Yes, there's levels to the ankle breaking around these parts. Right. And we are at home for this one, so we gotta deliver. Okay, Hugo Souza sends it out. Murilo with a good header. Anibal controlling it. Mauricio. Kelvin. Vitor Roque. Finds the pass. Paulinho. Flaco. He's on. What a save from Hugo Souza on that. All right. Mauricio here on the corner. Flaco hits the post. Oh, wow. We recover it though. Mauricio has a chance still. Oh my goodness. Fagner doing acrobatics to get that out of the box. Anibal. Kelvin. Anibal Moreno. Lucas Evangelista. Paulinho. Oh, too much on that. The green shorts not as often. It tends to be like the green kit with white shorts for it. O Souza pega até pensamento. Puta que pariu se isso não é a verdade. Caralho. Eu respeito a habilidade do cara, mas odeio que ele joga pra rival, nesse caso. Good block there on Yuri Alberto. Yeah, we've done that for the aways, but like for home, it tends to be like, for home kits, it doesn't tend to be like uniform one color. It's like always the secondary color is the short one, from what I recall, at least. Yeah, this is definitely a more intense affair. Like in terms of like the teams being more defensively responsible with it and whatnot. Mauricio. Lucas Evangelista. Flaco. Oh, what a pass. I think Vitor Roque is offside though. Yeah, he is. Yeah, we did. It was for what? It was one game. It was like a fourth kit, like special one-time thing that they did. Like, I thought it was okay for like a... Oh, Kelvin on the corner. Can't find the mark. Mauricio. Ooh. Another corner. Okay, Murilo, free kick here. Pick it is. Flaco. Paulinho. He had a shot. He had it open one way, just decided to go for the pass. That's unfortunate. Right, Kelvin on the corner kick again. Sends that towards the center. Couldn't find anybody. Paulinho's there to recover it, though. Oh, good run. Oh, yeah, we're home for this first leg, yeah. Thankfully, Vitinho just wastes that completely, but damn. Brutal stuff here. Just trying to encourage. Right, go kick here. Yeah, no Kimika is going to be the second leg for this one. So I'm trying to win this first leg to go into their stadium with the advantage by at least a little bit. Let me try a couple things here. Switch them around. Don't want to risk Piquedes getting a second yellow. Especially since I'm going to need him for the second leg. GI in for Kelvin. Right. Let's roll the dice here. All right. Time for cook up something a little different here. Yeah, you to get Memphis' wingers feels wrong completely, yeah. Probably after the, I'll probably play one more game after this and call it good, just because we've been going for about almost past 4 hours at this point. Okay, Flaco. What the fuck? Okay, thankfully Uriel about to just waste that completely. GI. Flaco. Let's go. Vamos, caralho. Ah, porra. Nope.
Where is that referee? He was trying to fuck on me.
How the fuck are you gonna call that an offside, ref? Fuck you. God damn you. You absolute piece of trash. Oh, I hate it. Alright, so. Oh, at least it's not a loss. But on the away leg at Neoquímica Arena, yeah, that's... Oh, wow. That's brutal, JJ. Puta que pariu. I just want to see that play again at the end. Like, why are we calling that an offside again? I don't get it. Brutal. Are you calling this offside because Paulinho was on the line pass? The ball didn't go to him. Fuck these referees, man. Fuck off. Yeah, I know, Adam, and that's what I'm afraid of. That it's gonna be very much a like life imitating, like FM imitating reality thing. At Neoquímica Arena, it's been more than a year. I can at least speak to that. Fuck. Brutal. Yeah, we'll play the Liga de Quito game here coming up to finish out the Libertadores qualifiers. Rest for a day. Rest for a day. There we go. Ah, yes. That's adorable. Would have been even funnier if I just drew in Abel just played terrorist ball like he's known to do and just made it a 0-0 draw. Then everybody would have been angry. But hey, maybe if Barcelona was good enough to maybe win championships the last couple of years, they would have been in this FIFA Club World Cup. But no, they weren't. They sucked. They were poor on top of it too. So, I don't know. Get good. You have, what, 3 more years to be in a good enough position to actually qualify under FIFA's bullshit parameters. So try for that. Then come talk to us. All right. Although, to their credit, I don't think they're going to get outranked by Atletico Madrid this time in Spain. I think. Verdict's out on that, you know. Okay. All right. Liga de Quito. Last game of the Libertadores group stage here. We're at home. We've got to get a result. Right, I did it, whatever. Let's right, come on, boys. I believe in us. I believe we got this. Then again, I could be set up for torture and a half, knowing my luck. Oop. There we go. Score early. That's what I'm talking about. Paulinho getting it done for us here. Flaco, I think he had a chance to score that himself, but I do like the patience that he showed on that. Drawing the defenders in, and Paulinho was just able to capitalize. 30 segundos. 30 segundos, caralho. Vamos. Vitor Roque. Oh, what a save from Dominguez. Look, man, all this talk about trophies and all that, like, I know you're trying to be funny, I know you're trying to do bits, but my club has 10 trophies in the past 5 years. Yours has 3. Be quiet. Stay a little bit humble. Fucking hell, man. Right, good stuff here so far. Let's go into the second half. Right, Mauricio is struggling for this one, so, right, Andreas, get in here. Spain's going to win the World Cup. Is that code for you're going to lose to Morocco on penalties again? Yeah, the local banter we hear is it's so much worse and so much consistent. It is. Like, the last thing we want to hear banter from is from guys who root for Barcelona unironically. Like, congratulations, you root for one of the 2 biggest clubs in your entire country. Like, there is no degree of seriousness in that aspect of it. I'm sorry. Exactly. Like, most of us Brazilians, like that's the thing. I'm lucky in the fact that I root for a club that does win trophies somewhat consistently. There are Brazilian clubs that don't do that and still will banter the absolute fuck out of you regardless. Especially if you root for a club that's basically full of glory hounds. So, glory hounds. Which is basically Real Madrid and Barcelona in a nutshell. Paulinho, ooh, what a save there from their keeper. Moreno, and Anibal Moreno. What a banger. Let's go. Glory Hunter fans, I mean, specifically in terms of, like, because generally, like, I feel that's a lot of the Spanish, like, if you're a Real Madrid fan or a Barcelona fan specifically, if you're not from Spain, I'm just kind of considering it as a Glory Hunter type of fan rather than anyone with actual stakes in it. Might be a biased take, but yeah. Okay, Mina and 2-0 is good right now. This late into the second, but I love a third. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, okay, that's a good goal from their side. 2-1. Yeah, like, for example, the Derby Paulista, sure, Corinthians will say Palmeiras sem Mundial, but we can look at them and go, you guys are broke. Shut the fuck up. It's like, it's back and forth like that. It's fun in its own way, but it's like, there's always some sort of pot shot you can take at a rival in a derby in Brazil. We're used to that. Like, it's part of the ecosystem. Vitor Roque. That's a golazo and a half here. Woo! Exactly, Yanov. Okay, that's a fucking strike. He just volleyed that in. Alright, second round of the Libertadores. Here we go. It's happening. The quest for the Tetra is on. I'll do substitutions here after this highlight happens. I will give Quito some credit. They're putting up a better fight than they did in real life in the second leg of the Libertadores semis. I will give them credit for that. Like, this is a much better result than what they had in real life a couple of weeks ago. Okay, so a bunch of guys on yellows. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, we need to make some shifts here. So Jefitez on. Mikael, you're going to have to just... Come on. GI, you on a yellow is not ideal, but fuck it, we ball. Emiliano Martinez is on. Andreas, I know you're struggling, but get it together. Paulinho, we're going to have... fine, Facundo. Or, never mind, Facundo can't come on. Right, yeah, was the other substitution. Alright, cool. Yep, changes are made here for the next 10 minutes. Let's get going. Oh, Chavez is... Ooh, that's a trap game if I ever saw in a GFJ. That's crazy. Okay, why did the YouTube window not update? Is it because I didn't have it up front? Okay, I guess now it is. There we go. Okay, solid win. Excellent win for us here. We're on to the second round. No worries at all, Visca. And that's the thing. We're bantering accordingly here. It's all good. Appreciate you coming through. And the stream's getting wrapped up anyways here just because I wanted to at least play the Libertadores qualifiers. So we're on to the next round officially here. Let's take a look at the group stage tables for everybody to see who's gone through. Okay. So Botafogo and Cerro Porteño has made it on their side. Vélez and Bragantino. Flamengo's already qualified, and it's between Potosi and UCV and Chile. They're determining that. Lanús is qualified, and Grêmio might not make it. Palmeiras and Peñarol are on. Perfect. So Peñarol made it on the second round. Atlético Paranaense and Racing. San Lorenzo's qualified. River and Deportes Tolima are qualified. Some interesting matchups on the horizon here. Yeah, Adam, I am definitely going to be coming on sometime next week. I think my next stream will likely be... I'm thinking Saturday. Tomorrow I'm probably just going to be working on the San Etienne save altogether, and plus Christmas Eve related stuff. Yeah. There you go, Adam. That's exciting. There, let us know when that drops in one of the comments or whatever here on stream, and we can go watch it. But yes, thank you all so much for coming through, everybody. Sincerely, it's appreciated. If you are on YouTube, we are taking off. But if you are on Twitch, we are gonna raid over to somebody else. So I think. Did I not have you follow that? I'm going to double check that offline. And if I don't, I'm going to make sure that you are, like, by the end of tonight here. So over on YouTube, thank you again, everybody. Sincerely appreciate it. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your afternoons or evenings here. So take care of yourselves. And I will see you then. So on YouTube, take care. Goodbye. If you are on Twitch,